Hey guys, it's your girl Tamia Maya and I'm back with another video, and judging by the title you're probably like, what happened? What is she about to talk about? What is the deal? And we're just gonna get into it. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So yes, judging by the title, I am not going straight through the physician assistant career path anymore. I've done a lot of thinking over the course of a few months and I have made my decision to go towards something else, and the specialty, the career path I have chose to go towards this time is nursing. So that's what it is. I'm actually really happy. I'm pursuing you know, a number of things had something to do with my factor of changing my mind. So the things I'm about to list, I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm not trying to make it seem like it was too hard, so I decided to walk away. No, okay? So one of the reasons why I decided to change my career path was because of the curriculum. And nursing vs medical school curriculum is totally different. Depending on which program you're going for nursing, you're looking to take about maybe 7 or 8 prerequisites, don't quote me on that. And for medical school, you're looking at taking at least 8 to 15 prerequisites. And I am not a science major. For those who do not know, I'm a women's studies major, and I have a minor in environmental health. And I've taken just about all of the prerequisites that you need for medical school, but I just haven't taken all my chemistry. So most medical schools want you to take chemistry 1, organic or organic 2, and biochemistry, and you have to take chemistry 2 because you need that for organic chemistry. And that's about five chemistry classes. I was in chemistry 1, but I withdrew from it my sophomore year because the department at my school is absolutely terrible. They didn't really care about the students. They really weren't teaching well. Everybody was failing, and none of the deans or anybody was really trying to help anyone. So I withdrew, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to get those chemistry courses done, and I was thinking about taking them out of community college, but then I heard from a lot of people that medical schools don't really like when you take science, you take your prerequisites at community colleges because it makes you appear weaker, like you took the easier way out. And I wasn't going to take those courses at my university. That was just completely out because the chemistry department was absolutely terrible, and I wasn't gonna set myself up for failure. And I did mention that I wanted to take a gap year, and that's not changing. So my plan originally, going the physician assistant route, had a lot of holes in it, and I thought with time it was gonna get smoothed out, but it really never did. So my initial plan was to graduate, which I do in May, and I was gonna take a gap year because like I'm mentally tired from school. It's just not gonna happen. I need a break. And somewhere along that line, I was going to do a medical assisting program, and then somewhere in there I was going to finish my chemistries, and then somewhere in there I was going to apply to medical school soon. And although this is probably a pretty good plan, I really didn't feel like this was the best plan because, you know, I just couldn't figure out what I was going to do during the in-between times. Because if you don't know, medical schools want you to have a certain amount of clinical hours. I believe it's 600 to 1,000 patient contact hours, and they want you to actually deal with the patient hands-on. So that is like medical assistant, CNA, EMT, surgical tech, just to name a few. And I just wasn't into paying like $1,500 for a medical assisting class, and it probably wasn't going to make me look as competitive as the other people, and I was only going to be making like $11 to maybe $14 an hour. And I'm not shaming anybody who's a medical assistant. This is just how I was thinking, because ultimately I wanted to move out, and that just wasn't cutting it. because I have a whole degree that I'm going to receive May 8th, and I want to actually put it to use. And the fact that I was going to go back to a trade school, the fact that I was thinking about going to a trade school and getting a medical assisting license, and I wasn't really going to be making that much, didn't really just seem worth it to me. And then you have to think of the time, because you know, getting your medical assistant license takes about 6 to 9 months, maybe longer. It varies on areas. I have to start working, so that means I have to get at least 600 to 1,000 patient contact hours. That is roughly around 6 months worth of experience, which is, you know, setting me back from applying. And then I had to somehow retake my chemistries, and I'm retaking classes right now, so that would add up my time. And it just seemed like it was too much at once. I really didn't feel as connected with the specialty, and that's not saying it's not a good specialty. It's a very good specialty. I just didn't have a lot of experience working as that, or working by ones who were physician assistants. But going along with my previous videos that I explained in, I mentioned that before physician assistant I wanted to be a nurse, and I ultimately wanted to be a nurse practitioner, so really nurse practitioner. The reason why I went into physician assisting is because, you know, my mom brought the specialty up to me, and, you know, if you don't know, physician assistants are not the doctor, but they work with the doctor. They can do the work of a nurse and they can do the work of a doctor, but they're not a doctor. So I thought that was a really good specialty for me to be interested into, because it's just a step above the nurse practitioner. I was interested, and I knew I wanted to be a nurse when I was in 10th grade, and I felt really passionate about it. You know when you want to do something, and I was so interested. I had study halls and everything, and I think every other study hall I would go to the library and I would like print so much stuff out about nursing information, because I was just so excited. It's like I feel like I feel like most of the stuff that I plan to do was going to take me a really long while to get myself together, and on top of that I would have to apply, and you know, you never know when you're going to get accepted, and then when you don't get accepted you have to plan accordingly on what you're going to do during that time you don't get accepted. You know, my whole thought process is just, you know, securing myself a job and making sure I have available options for myself, so I don't just spread myself thin with one specialty. You know what I'm saying? Everything, like, I don't have to go into physician assistant school right away. Like, I know this might sound minor, but I want to move out. You know, I want to move. I don't want to stay in Virginia anymore. When I was in high school and I found out I wanted to be a nurse, I had like this crazy plan. I was like, yeah, so.
Because at the time, I didn't know that you could go about nursing different ways. I thought the only way you can go into nursing was going to college, declaring your major as pre-nursing, and then doing a traditional route. So in my mind, I was like, yeah, I have to finish high school, I gotta get good grades, I gotta do all this because I'm trying to get into Yale. Not really, but I gotta get into a good school, I gotta apply to the nursing program, and while I'm, you know, in school, hopefully God sends me the man I'm gonna marry, because these boys in high school just aren't doing it for me. Then next I'll get accepted to nursing school, and then I'll graduate, take my NCLEX, and then somewhere in there maybe I'll be engaged. I need to live in Miami, I need to live in Atlanta, I need to live in Hawaii, and I need to live in California at some point, because I was looking into travel nursing, so I was like, I hope they put me in, I hope I'm able to travel into those 4 places before I'm 24 or by the time I'm 26. And then I was like, hopefully down the line I get married somewhere on the island, and then, you know, me and my husband find a house somewhere by the water, somewhere like Miami or something, and we have kids, we buy a house, and it's just happily ever after. I don't have no problems.
And as far as my channel goes, this isn't going to change anything. The only thing that's different is I'm going into nursing first, and that's it. Like, you guys are gonna be there. I'm gonna take you guys along the way. Y'all gonna be there through it all. And I'm not worried about if people are like, oh, she always gotta update, you know, she changing her mind again. Yeah, I'm grown, I can do that. It's just, you learn a lot when, you know, once you get in stuff, and you know, you can make that choice if you want to change it or not, or just change how you do things. You don't have to go into things the traditional way, and I learned that. And I want to be as transparent as I can on this channel. I don't want you guys to come on this channel, you know, thinking that I don't go through anything, or I don't show my good or bad things. You know, I don't want to be that YouTuber, one of those YouTubers that just shows the good parts. I want you guys to be there for it all, because I feel like that's what makes me different, and that's what makes me relatable to other people. Because whenever I pick up the camera, good or bad, y'all are gonna see it. and I'm not ashamed of that. So I just know it's a part of a bigger plan. I remember when I was just doing my research, and I was like, you know, maybe I should go into nursing. It feels like I'm back at home. It just feels like I'm at high school again. Like, I was just so happy. It's like I actually know what I want to do, and I know I can do it. I'll be applying to nursing school pretty soon. I'm not going to drop any major tea in this video, but just know to stay tuned. Like, really, when I'm about to do something big, I don't really focus on boasting and telling everybody, because I like to take that time to myself first to really focus, meditate, pray, do my research, just make sure everything is okay, because I'd be a nervous wreck. And you know, I believe in jinxing, so I don't like the whole talking about something or trying to, you know, talk about something like it's solid when it's not done yet. You know, I like to wait until things are in motion and it's really like done before I actually go out and I start, you know, being like, oh yeah, I'm in there, da 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 da. Not saying that I'm not speaking positively or anything, or I'm putting it into existence. It's just different. I should just keep some things to myself first before I just put it out in the public eye, if you know what I'm saying. But you guys will be there. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, so don't worry, y'all are gonna be there. It's just gonna be a little different, okay? Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm totally happy with my decision. I'm totally happy with my choice. I'm officially pre-nursing again, and I just feel a lot happier, to tell you the truth. I keep saying that, but I do. And I'm proud of myself. I graduate May 8th, and I'm about to put my degree and all of my experience to use. You guys are gonna come with me, of course, but thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a like. Subscribe if you can. Please subscribe. But I really appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys in my next video.